Good evening and a happy Sunday. Welcome to the Flyers Cup Selection Show. My name is Jordan Coons. I'm joined by Eric Ty. He's the president of the Flyers Cup Committee, and it is the 46th annual Flyers Cup coming up here. It's the best time of the year, not only because of this, but hockey has never been hotter because we just came off the exciting Four Nations tournament. Would have liked to have seen the U.S. win, but still an incredible championship game and just an incredible time to be a hockey fan.
Yeah, welcome to you.
Yeah,
welcome to you, your first selection show.
I know you were expecting to see Mike Samsel. You got me. I'm sorry, but nonetheless,
it's good to have you.
Yeah, good to be here.
Sunday night. It's been a long weekend. To anyone that saw us down there at the Flyers Carnival today, stop by our table. You're tuning in. Thank you. Thanks for visiting us today. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And this is it. We work all year to get to this point. Like, people are tuning in now to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, you've been a busy guy, not only with the Flyers Carnival, but selecting all of these teams, and we've had some movement here and there, and this is really exciting because it's everyone coming together and seeing, all right, where are we going to play? Who are we going to play? And we have some really cool announcements coming up here. Not only a special announcement that's been under wraps, apparently, for quite some time. Stay tuned for that. But also we have special guests who are going to announce each seed of the tournament here today, which is really, really cool. Can't wait for that. Want to let you know that all games are on the Flyers Cup YouTube channel, which is brought to you by Top Shelf Sports and Apparel and powered by SFBN. Top Shelf is the exclusive provider of all Flyers Cup apparel. If you're looking to get your apparel, the store opens at 9 p.m. tonight. So if you want to get your Flyers Cup stuff, now's the time.
Yeah, we're going to show some samples of what's going to be for sale this year. If you can zoom in, I have I'm wearing a new hoodie type
the
thermal.
Waffle Henley kind of thing.
It's warm, it's comfortable, and we'll show you the rest of the samples now.
Top Shelf Sports and Apparel is the official sponsor of the 2025 Flyers Cup, and we've got some great apparel for you on display. And great stuff that is not only warm and comfortable that you can fashion during the games, during the Flyers Cup, but also completely customizable. We have this beautiful Henley hoodie, quarter zip. We have the customizable dry fit hoodie, which has this awesome Flyers Cup insert on the fabric on the interior. Another Flyers Cup jacket, another hoodie, and then, of course, on the ground, we've got the casual wear, the athleisure, so to speak. We've got this beautiful quarter zip. We have the two joggers, one more of a dry fit, one more of a sweat pant. And last but certainly not least is this beautiful hoodie as well. All of them emblazoned with the Flyers Cup 2025 logo. A wonderful commemorative piece to remember your hockey journey through the Flyers Cup. Again, Top Shelf Sports and Apparel, all of this completely customizable and all of it top quality with the top brands like Nike. It's all good stuff. So get yours. The Flyers Cup store opens tonight at 9 o'clock.
The Flyers Cup Committee is trying to help the South region of the Keystone State Games get more players out participating, both male and female. All the information you need here is up on the screen. It's 12U, 14U, 16U, 18U, boys and girls, 19 female. It's a great weekend to spend at Pagula up in Penn State. It's great competition, and we want to see the South region start bringing back some gold medals. We need all of your support. Please try out for the Keystone Games.
All right, Eric, let's chat Flyers Cup 2025 here. So there's a couple of changes to this year's format. Same number of teams as last year. There's still 41 teams in the tournament, so no change there. The only difference is that there's no New Jersey and Delaware bracket.
Right, for the second year now, there is no New Jersey, Delaware bracket. We'll get to the number of teams in each bracket when that comes, but I've been on record saying people are used to it being at 16 teams. There's not one bracket that has 16. Obviously, you've seen the brackets.
Mm-hmm.
What's there, one clean bracket?
Yeah.
So it will make things interesting.
Yeah, a little bit of a different flavor with playing games and all of that. We'll get to that, of course, when we select the teams here. But let's chat about really what we've seen over the last couple of years. And I think look no further than the Single A championship of last year, the run of the Unionville Longhorns. I actually took a chance to watch that game back. I wanted to take a look and get myself ready for the Flyers Cup 2025 by looking at 2024 and realizing that if you get playing well at the right time, anything can happen here.
Hot goalie, no stupid penalties, no dumb penalties, and a little bit of luck. And we saw it happen last year, like you said, with the Unionville team, a lower seed team. But they eventually ran into the buzzsaw that was Hershey High, who won the first Flyers Cup CPIHL history and also the first state championship for the CPIHL.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing more of that state championship winning as well here in 2025. Now, here's the interesting thing going into this tournament is that there were some seed changes no more than yesterday to make sure that everything was ready because some shocking things have happened over the last little bit that caused. So what was the difficulty in making sure the brackets were right?
My favorite words for the people who've been watching this is chaos, controlled chaos. And I think for the third straight year, the last games on Friday night changed things. We had one go to overtime. We had another close one. We had a partial upset. And it just shows how really hard it was to get these teams seated in the right spot, the parity amongst the teams. When people see the brackets, when they're actually released, I think in some brackets, anywhere from one to seed 8 or 9, you can win. But that's the best part about this tournament, too. You can have the best team. And all you need to do is have one bad night. Season's over.
I don't want to single out Westchester East in that conversation, but that did happen. So just to let everyone know. Nonetheless, would you say you have more of the 40,000-foot view of things? Would you say that, and over the course of time, would you say that it's gotten a lot more competitive region-wide, that this difficulty is becoming harder and harder every year because of that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The competition level has increased immensely. Not only that, we're seeing some new faces in teams that haven't been here before. Teams that may have been struggling a few years ago are now rising. Teams that were rising a few years ago are now coming back to the middle. I've been saying it for a year. It's a cycle, right? You have to ride the cycle out. There's a chance you're going to be really good for 3 or 4 years, and then you might be on the downslope for 3 or 4 years. You have to survive the down and enjoy it when it's good, but you have to bear through when it's down.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one here in 2025, and not only just because of the tournament itself, but because this selection show has some surprises. Let's first, before we get to the selections, you have some special guests for a big announcement here.
Yeah, this is something we've been working on for 2.5 years now, and it's exciting. It's exciting, and we're going to bring them in right now. All right, welcome back to the Flyers Cup Selection Show. As we said, we have a big special announcement here. I'm now joined by a whole gathering of folks here. With me now is Philadelphia Blind Hockey. We have the founder and president, Miss Kelsey, and we have the head coach, Coach Craig, and we're going to let the kids introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Douglas Charles Dillon III. I am the goalie of Blind Hockey in Philadelphia.
I'm Ben. I am Lennon Martini.
I'm Daniel Rosati. I'm the defenseman for Philadelphia Blind Hockey.
All right, welcome everyone. You're now officially part of the Flyers Cup Selection Show. There's thousands of people watching you on our YouTube channel right now. And, Kels, we're going to start this from the beginning. 3 years, I guess, the Flyers Cup has been helping you guys out, right? Take us back to the very beginning.
Yeah, so 3 years ago, we were practicing in a rink in Philly. Lucky enough to connect with the Flyers Cup to have these high schoolers come out and be our volunteers each and every week. Flyers Cup has been a great support for us, guiding us along the way with making what we could make this team possible. And so we're just very thankful that you guys are here for the journey with us to continue to grow this program.
Awesome. And we're going to bring it over to this guy here. This is Coach Craig. Is this your first or second year as the official head coach?
I would say second year.
Second year? Yeah. Tell us about it. Tell us what it's like, what your enjoyments out of it, what it means to you.
It's actually a very humbling experience. I've loved the game of ice hockey, and the fact that this game can be adapted for everybody is one of the enjoyments that I get. I love being out on the ice and coaching these kids and then just watching them from practice to practice, improving, and also, growing the game of hockey and them loving the game as well.
Awesome. So I guess it's time for the big announcement. So they've been practicing Philadelphia Blind Hockey. What did you start with? Six players?
Yeah,
six or seven. And you're up to 11?
Yeah,
maybe 12.
Maybe 12 now.
Maybe 12.
Yes.
I think 12's staying, by the way. I watched her last Sunday. I think 12's staying. So you're up to 12. That means it's time for all this practice to pay off. And we are proud to announce that for the first time ever, April 11th, 12th, and 13th at Hatfield Ice, for the first time in the Atlantic District too, correct?
Yes.
Philadelphia Blind Hockey will be playing their first games. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're going to be hosting the youth jamboree, allowing anyone who is visually impaired in the U.S. and Canada to come down to our home ice to be able to play games for the very first time, having players that are very similar to our players as well. So it should be really exciting and a really fun time.
And not only that, but we'll pass the microphone over here to Coach Craig, but a few weeks before that, you guys are heading north.
We are.
Tell us what's happening there.
So we were invited by the Canadian Blind Hockey Organization. It was an invitation for us to join in the festivities this year. March 19th, we leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're very excited. The kids are going to be practicing and playing in a game up in Canada.
Awesome. So now I think it's time that we ask these guys. We'll start with Daniel. Daniel, how excited are you to play in a hockey game?
It's really exciting, especially since it's like it shows that we blind people that there are things that we can do to do things that sighted people can do, and to show people and spread awareness that, as I've said before, quote, blindness doesn't stop us.
Awesome, awesome. Miss Lennon, why don't you tell us how excited you are to play in a hockey game finally? So all these weeks and years of practicing, you finally get to play in a hockey game.
I am so excited because I'm gonna meet all the people on the ice rink.
Yeah, and are you excited to go to Canada?
Yeah.
Are you going to take warm clothes?
Yeah. I might do a game at Canada too.
All right. And now let's give it Ben. Are you excited to play in a hockey game?
Yeah.
How excited?
So excited.
Very excited. What's your favorite part about playing for Philadelphia Blind Hockey?
Spinning.
Spinning on the ice.
I like to spin too, but I'm really good at staying on one foot.
All right, and now let's go down to the last guy here on the left. This guy, I remember when he first started. He started as a player and as a skater, but some things have changed, huh, Mr. Doug?
Yeah, it has.
And you are?
I'm a goalie.
A goalie. And how excited are you to finally play in a hockey game?
I'm real excited because I've only played in like one like scrimmage, like in Connecticut, but I can't wait to play an actual game.
An actual game. It's going to be fun. And you know what we're going to do? All these high school kids that have come out and helped you guys through the last couple years, we're going to make sure they're all in the building cheering for you and supporting you too. How's that sound?
Oh, I like that.
Would you like to see all those guys and girls, right, Lennon? We've had the girl. Can we pass the microphone back to Lennon? Right, you really like it when the Penridge girls and the Conestoga girls come out to practice with you, don't you? You like having the girls out there.
I really like the girls out there.
Why? What, do they help you a lot?
Yeah, they really help me a lot. And they usually like help me get up when I fall anyway. Like I'm nervous. I'm kind of like nervous because it's my first game.
I think you guys will all be fine.
Yeah.
You've all worked too hard.
Yeah, if I make a mistake, I'll just get back up.
Yeah, your coach might yell at you. You think the coach will yell at you? No? No. If you folks could see the stares I'm getting right now, the coach will never yell at you. So this is exciting stuff, right?
Yeah, this is exciting. So I've been to like a hockey practice a lot, and anyway, this is like my first game, and I'm so excited for it.
All right, can we give the microphone back to Ben because I have to ask Ben a question. Ben, you are known on the Flyers Cup social media for having the greatest picture ever taken and video ever taken from. Do you remember the times you dropped the ceremonial pucks before the games? And what was your signature move after you dropped the puck? What move do you pull off? Do you blow kisses to the fans? Huh? You can say it. Can you show us how you do it? No, not today. Oh, he'll be fine.
You're doing a great job.
You're doing good, Ben.
You're doing a great job.
Why don't you blow your mom a kiss? There you go.
It's really exciting that we can do this. It's really nice that the Canadian blind hockey team is partnering with us and the Flyers Cup to help us do what a lot of people, some people actually, think that blind people can't do. Because they're making it so that blind people can do what other people do. And I'm just super thankful for all of their efforts and contributions to our team.
That's why we say hashtag hockey is for everyone, right, guys?
I think on behalf of all the players on the ice and all the parents, we cannot thank you enough for giving these kids this opportunity to be out on the ice playing hockey. We can't thank Eric enough and the Flyers Cup committee. It's been so much fun. Kelsey, you've done a great job with this organization. You put together a great coaching staff. Everybody loves to be up there, loves to help, and loves to get these kids to learn the game of ice hockey. So thank you both so much for all that you do.
Awesome. And remember, April 11th, 12th, 13th, you'll see stuff on social media. We need to fill Hatfield Ice. We need to support Philadelphia Blind Hockey and let all these players know we have their backs. Right? The same thing again. Hashtag hockey is for everyone.
Thank you to all the high schoolers that come out to our practices, those coaches. I know it can be an early morning for you guys, but I think you guys benefit our players a lot. So just thank you for all that you guys do. And good luck during the Flyers Cup.
Eric, how cool is that? Philadelphia Blind Hockey is growing. Not only that they're going up to Canada in March, and, of course, now starting to play some Atlantic Region games at Hatfield Ice. How cool is this to finally get this off the ground and moving?
Like I said, watching this thing take off from the very beginning to where they're at, it's just they're making a lot of people proud.
Yeah.
So.
It's really something when you see players, and not only that with the blind hockey, but in sledge hockey too, just the commitment and the ability of these people with those disabilities to rise above it and play this great game. It's really something.
That's hashtag hockey is for everyone.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. It's just we wish them the best of luck, and they will have the Flyers Cup Committee support for years going forward.
Yeah, that's really cool. So that's one of our big announcements today. Let's get to the second one, because now it's all the time you've been waiting for. Right here, it's time to announce the selections of the teams for the 2025 Flyers Cup. But first, let's introduce our first special guest, who will be announcing the names of the teams in the AAA bracket of the Flyers Cup.
Hi, this is Garnet Hathaway from the Philadelphia Flyers, and I'm excited to announce the teams that have been selected for the 2025 Flyers Cup AAA division.
The AAA bracket of the 2025 Flyers Cup is 8 teams. Let's start first with the 4-5 matchup, starting with seed number 4,
Malvern Prep,
and they will face off against the 5th seed,
Salesianum.
And now we have the 3 seed,
St. Joe's Prep,
who will be taking on the 6 seed.
Father Judge.
In our second to last matchup of the AAA bracket of the 2025 Flyers Cup, the number 2 seed,
2024 Flyers Cup AAA champions, the LaSalle Explorers,
will face off against the number 7 seed,
Devon Prep.
And last but not least, this is where it gets a little interesting.
Yeah.
Everyone already probably knows who the 1 seed's going to be, but it's the other part that gets. So the number 1 seed
Holy Ghost Prep,
will be taking on the number 8 seed,
Owen J. Roberts. Congratulations to all the teams selected to the 2025 Flyers Cup, and best of luck in the tournament.
All right, Eric, let's chat AAA bracket here. Any surprises for you?
No. I think everyone knew who the top 4 seeds were going to be. The APAC are always the top 4. I think there's some very interesting matchups there. I think the 4-5 game between Malvern and Salesianum is very interesting. And I also think that the 2-7 matchup between LaSalle and Devon Prep is interesting.
If LaSalle wants to repeat, they will do so as the 2 seed, but they have a challenging bracket ahead of them to get to that point. We're not even there yet, so we have not played our first game yet. Again, this is a typical bracket look here with 8 teams. You know, you go through to a semifinal, then a final, and you have your winner of the AAA.
Yeah, I mean, Holy Ghost is the 1 seed. What a bounce back year they've had. All credit to them. But OJR isn't going to be a cake walkover for them either. So those first 4 games will be interesting, and we'll see if history pans out. It's usually the 4 APAC teams move on to semifinals. I'm not so sure that might be the case this year. We'll see.
There's a reason why you play the game, to see what happens. That's exactly why. So let's take one more look at the AAA bracket of the 2025 Flyers Cup. Our thanks to Garnet Hathaway in helping us select the AAA bracket of the 2025 Flyers Cup. We now move on to the girls bracket and our second special guest.
Hi everyone, I'm Flyers defenseman Nick Seeler, and I'm here to reveal the teams that will participate in the 2025 Flyers Cup Girls Division.
Before we dive into each seed, this bracket looks a little different this year.
It does. We have a play-in game. And there'll be 7 girls teams in the tournament. So take it away.
Shall we get started? Let's get started with that play-in game, and it starts with the number 6 seed in the girls bracket.
Westchester East,
They'll face off against the number 7 seed.
Penridge,
And now we'll move on to the first quarterfinal game, which will be the number 4 seed
Henderson,
taking on the number 5 seed,
Radnor.
The winner of the 6-7 matchup will move on to the quarterfinals to face off against our number 3 seed.
Conestoga.
Now everyone knows what's going to happen. Everyone knows who the two teams left are.
Yeah.
But the number 2 seed with the bye to the semifinals is
The 2024 Flyers Cup Girls Division Champions, Downingtown West.
And last but not least, the number 1 seed with a bye to the semis is
Avon Grove. Congratulations to all of the teams that were selected, and good luck in the 2025 Flyers Cup.
All right, let's chat girls bracket now. We went through who our 7 representatives are, the wrinkle to things, the play-in game, and the byes to the semifinal. Now, as we've mentioned before, it was chaos in trying to pick all of this, and we had change-ups at the last second in some of these. Now, we have the 2 teams that are in the semis already. Not guaranteed anything, though.
No, but they've earned the right to be in the semifinals. It may be the same 2 teams who've been in the semifinals for the last 2 or 3 years, too. I know it was definitely last year and the year before, but when those 2 teams, if we're fortunate enough to get a rematch between Avon Grove and Downingtown West, it's going to be an awesome hockey game.
Yeah, you gotta love.
They have to get there.
Yeah,
they have to get there.
Yeah, you gotta love the atmosphere of some of those rivalry games. You know, it certainly gets rather raucous and fun, and what makes the Flyers Cup fun. At the end of the day,
and first of all, congratulations to all the girls teams that are in, and a special shout out in a selfish way maybe for anyone who's on social media. The Conestoga girls team, they have the best social media of anyone. Their Instagram is pure gold. So I encourage anyone who doesn't follow the Conestoga girls Instagram to follow them. They are pure gold.
Yeah.
And they had a great bounce back season, and they rightfully are in that 3 seed.
Yeah. As someone who does social media for a living, I might have to get some pointers from them. I'll have to give it a look-see. So that was the Downingtown West girls Instagram?
No, the Conestoga.
Conestoga, okay. Conestoga women's or girls team. I will be following you once this show is over. So that has been the girls bracket. Let's take one more look at it before we move on. Our thanks to defenseman Nick Seeler for helping us bring the girls bracket to life. Now it's time for the single A bracket and our special guest.
Hi, I'm Noah Cates of the Philadelphia Flyers, and I'm here to reveal the teams that have been chosen for the 2025 Flyers Cup Single A Division.
All right, Eric, single A bracket time. This one gets a little complex. You'll see the seeds at the end, so follow along at the end. If you get confused along the way, we'll try and make it as user-friendly as possible when we get there.
This is the most complex one. There are 14 teams in the single A bracket. Seeds 1 through 4 get a bye to the quarterfinals. Before we get that far, obviously, we have 2 play-in games, where those winners of the play-in games will play seeds 5 and 6 the following night. So you got in the tournament. Like if you're one of these 11, 12, 13, or 14 seeds, you're in the tournament, but you're going to have to earn your way to get through. So, yes, it's complex, but I think we got it right, and we'll see how it shakes out.
The only way we're going to get there is we dive in. So let's dive in with our first play-in game, and it starts with the number 12 seed. They will face off against our number 13 seed.
Strathaven.
And the second play-in game will have the 11 seed
Radnor.
taking on the 14 seed.
Hatboro Horsham.
Our next matchup takes us to the number 8 seed
Plymouth Whitemarsh.
against our number 9 seed.
Springfield.
So there's no confusion. That is Springfield Delco. And now we have the number 7 seed
Marple Newtown.
will be taking on the number 10 seed.
Palmyra.
The winner of Radnor versus Hatboro Horsham will face off against our number 6 seed.
The 2024 Flyers Cup Single A champs, Hershey High School.
And the winner of the Moorestown Strathaven game will be taking on the number 5 seed.
Kennett.
Now it's time to unveil seeds 4 through 1, starting with the first team to receive a bye into the quarterfinals, our number 4 seed.
Westchester East.
And the next team in the quarterfinals is the number 3 seed.
Pencrest.
Our third team, our second seed is
Westchester Henderson.
And last but not least, the number 1 seed,
Garnet Valley. On behalf of the entire Flyers organization, I want to congratulate all of the teams and wish you the best of luck in the 2025 Flyers Cup.
All right, Eric, time to chat single A bracket, and this one is a doozy. We talked about it already. There's 14 teams in this bracket and a lot of opportunity ahead. I know there's 4 teams that have a bye to the quarterfinals, but there's a lot of hockey to be played to even get to that point. The rest versus rust debate moves in my eyes, in this bracket as well. So let's chat single A.
this is anyone's game. I look at these seeds. I don't know. 1 through 8, 1 through 9, they all have a chance. This is going to be dynamite. I just look at the Garnet Valley. The last couple weeks, maybe month or so, has clearly been the number 1 seed. Westchester Henderson started up high. They've come back a little bit. Pencrest has been pretty even keel all year. Westchester East got off to a really slow start. They've come on really strong at the end. Kennett got off to a good start. They came back to the pack a little bit. That gets you 1 through 5, and then you got sitting there at 6, the defending Flyers Cup and State Championship Hershey. Throw papers up in the air, whatever one comes down.
Yeah.
Your guess is as good as mine. I just know it's going to be awesome.
Roll the dice, figure out who ends up with this one. Again, as we mentioned, the number 6 seed Hershey is the reigning champion, and they, of course, will have a first-round game to take on the winner of Radnor and Hatboro Horsham. They will have a longer road to get to the championship should they want to do that once again. But a packed single-A bracket, lots of games, and lots of fun ahead of us here.
Yes. It's let's get this thing started.
So, for recap, here are your seeds for the single-A bracket of the 2025 Flyers Cup. Our thanks to Noah Cates in helping us with the single-A bracket. Now it's time for the double-A bracket of the 2025 Flyers Cup.
Hi, this is Ryan Paling from the Flyers, and I'm here to announce the 2025 Flyers Cup Class AA selections.
A little less confusing than single-A is double-A this year. There's 12 teams. Take us through the structure here.
12 teams. As far back as I can remember, this is the least amount of AA teams. But we did what we think is right. We want teams to earn their way in. We think we got the right 12. I hope these kids play hard enough and do the right things to prove us right, obviously. But once everyone sees the seeds and the games, what's the word, chalk?
Yeah.
If chalk holds, look out.
So you're saying it's going to be a dogfight. Let's begin with our first 4 first-round matchups, starting with our number 8 seed.
Conestoga,
And they will take on our number 9 seed.
Boyertown,
And now we have the number 7 seed.
2024 Flyers Cup AA champions Penridge High School,
Taking on the number 10 seed.
Avon Grove,
Our third matchup takes us to our number 6 seed.
Downingtown West.
Facing off against our number 11 seed.
Central Bucks East.
And this is where, Jordan, this is a tough one now, right? Because few teams are going to know that they're not in after this one, but it is what it is. The number 5 seed
Central Bucks South
will be taking on the number 12 seed
Springford.
Those were our first 4 first-round matchups. Now it's time for our top 4 seeds. The winner of the game between Central Bucks South and Springford will take on our number 4 seed.
Haverford High.
And the winner of the Downingtown West Central Bucks East game will take on the number 3 seed
Downingtown East.
The winner of Penridge versus Avon Grove will take on our number 2 seed.
North Penn.
And the winner of the Conestoga Boyertown game will take on the number 1 seed
Council Rock South. Best of luck to all the teams. Have a great tournament.
Eric, as you said, this one could get spicy. This one could get real interesting real fast. Why is that?
Like I said, I don't have a vested interest in who wins. I want the best games, but there's 2 things I look at here. If chalk holds, you're looking at quarterfinal games of Downingtown East versus Downingtown West.
Ooh.
If chalk holds, you're looking at a quarterfinal game between North Penn and Penridge. They're all neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
And then, at the top of the bracket, you have Council Rock South and Haverford, seeded 1 and 4. They played during the regular season. Game went to overtime. This bracket again. I think, probably should I say 1 through 8 or 9? I think 1 through 12 can win. I truly think anyone 1 through 12 can win this.
This one will get real interesting real fast. So one more recap. The seeds of the AA bracket and the 2025 Flyers Cup. Our thanks to Ryan Paling and the rest of the Philadelphia Flyers for their help in getting us the information we need to know here on the Flyers Cup Selection Show in 2025. Now let's review everything. Eric Ty, Jordan Coons, what do we need to know?
So everyone sees the seeds. Everyone pretty much knows who their first-round opponent is. Within the next 24 hours, the Flyers Cup website, www.flyers-cup.org, we will be updated with everything. Game schedules, locations, the brackets will be up there. The online store will be opening up any minute, right? 9 o'clock, any minute that thing's going to be opening up. And everything you need is posted on the Flyers Cup website. All the information you need, you can follow us on social media at the Flyers Cup. This is going to be a great next month. 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this for a while, and it's here. It's hard to believe. I was just watching back a couple of the games from last year and realizing that was last year, but it feels like it was a month ago. So time is going rather quickly. Pursuant to what you were saying about everything on the Flyers Cup website, all of the games this year streaming live on the Flyers Cup YouTube channel. That is presented by Top Shelf Sports and Apparel and presented by SFBN. Going to be a fun one here in 2025. Looking forward to crowning some champions and moving on some teams to the state championship. So we've got some great stuff ahead. Not to mention just the games themselves, but if you have a player that you want to shout out on your favorite team, we have some information for you on how you can do just that. You can shout out your favorite player on your favorite team on the broadcast live this year. So how do you do that? First and foremost, send $25 via Venmo or Cash App to the account The SFBN. Next thing you have to do is email the following information to thesfbn@gmail.com. First, the name and the team of the player in question, the best photo you have of said featured player, and then a 1 to 2 line script for the commentators, such as yours truly, to read on air about your featured player. And love doing that to give some of these kids a great shout out and all the hard work they do.
Great little feature that you guys at SFBN have added in the last couple of years.
So that's how you can shout out your favorite player here in the 2025 Flyers Cup. So let's go over our closing commentary here, see what else we got to do.
I have a lot of thank yous I have to get out of the way
here.
First of all, thank you to the Philadelphia Flyers organization. Without them, this whole thing doesn't happen. It's not possible. A special thank you to the 4 Flyers players who announced the teams for us today. I think that was a pretty cool addition to the selection show. I need to thank you guys at SFBN. You guys who do the announcing live during the games. You know, the producers behind the scenes. We've done a couple of really cool things since we've taken over the Flyers Cup committee, and streaming these games is one of them. It's so appreciated by so many people, and we have to thank SFBN for doing that. I need to thank our rink partners again. Without the rink partners, there's no games, there's no ice, there's nothing. Our rink partners are fabulous. They're wonderful to deal with. I need to thank the rest of the committee members who helped me. That this isn't a one-man show. There's a bunch of us doing works behind the scenes, and hours upon hours doing this stuff. And we did our job. Now it's time for the kids to put on the show. The referees, the trainers, the scorekeepers, everyone who helps pull the game day stuff off. And obviously, Top Shelf Sports, the official apparel supply of the Flyers Cup Committee, but also the official sponsor of the YouTube channel where people can watch the games for free because of Top Shelf and the others. But, Top Shelf sponsors a YouTube channel for us. So if I forgot anyone, I apologize. I think I got them all, but it's been a long day. I'm tired.
We keep you busy this time of year, and it'll all pay off here very shortly. And before we know it, we'll be handing out these lovely trophies here to a deserving team here at the end of the road.
They are lovely, aren't they?
Yeah,
starting to fill up too.
Really, what we're looking for here is some awesome action. That's guaranteed. There's no question that we're going to get some great games here in 2025. And, of course, if you're looking for some of that Flyers Cup apparel, that store should be open right now. So head on over to Top Shelf Sports and Apparel to get your Flyers Cup merch and wear it proudly to the games that are coming up here in just a few days. This one should be fun. Eric, any closing thoughts before we say goodnight?
No, how'd you like your first selection show?
Oh, great. It's great.
It's fun.
I get the cool one with the Flyers doing all the hard work for me and not me.
All the work's done now. Like I said, everyone knows where they're playing, who they're playing, when they're playing. Our work's done. Kids, I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart, put on a good show for everyone. That's it. Let's get the 3 winners out to Pittsburgh to win a state championship too. It's in the kids' laps now. Our work's done.
Yeah. Good luck to everyone. Thanks for tuning in to the Flyers Cup Selection Show here in 2025. For Eric Ty, my name is Jordan Coons, and Sean Kelly doing all the good old button pressing behind the scenes. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you when it all begins in just a few short days. Enjoy.